Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Kennesaw State Owls and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And we get a look at Ryan Williams. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. You just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right back to it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got him. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. The give from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football team.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. He has a talented quarterback on the other side. He's really been looking forward to this matchup to prove how good he is. Running inside, it's Morgan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Bears the pressure. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Throwing Russell. He spins that thing down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down. Again, it's Russell. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Keelan Russell. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. He wants to change this route. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that one's going to be knocked down, incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. minutes of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Offense in a bunch formation. Again, it's Russell. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Working that left side now. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Booker. Runs through a man. He might have space. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block, and he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Pulls it in, it's Rodgers. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Kennesaw State right back to work. Looking to throw for it. Now improvising. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Owls will line it up on 1st and 10.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killed.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The run inside. It's Morgan. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with 10.
He wants to take the top off. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morgan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. a 2nd and long. They go right back to him. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Now the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Russell. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Russell on play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Collins. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense changing the play. Throwing Russell. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. And it's the Cavaliers with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Kennesaw State right back to work. To the air, it's Collins. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. They're covering.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Nowhere to go on that 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Gives it on the option. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Collins. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They believe in that running game, got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Keelan Russell finds the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. Got a little grass. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes...
There he goes.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Russell. They go to the wide receiver screen. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at 26. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Options galore here, 2nd and just a few inches. They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Riley. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Looks as if he's going to run it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Gets the back moving. The quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw, he can scramble, he can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Collins. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's Bryson. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Kennesaw State right back to work. Third down play from the gun. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, going to the air. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Throwing Russell. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy.
Delay of game.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Keelan Russell can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Quarterback making checks. Fourth down, Russell. Looking deep. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They go play action with Russell. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got some room to run.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you could possibly do.
Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Kennesaw State right back to work.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Makes the catch. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Collins. Fires downfield. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but, man, you don't...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Heaves it deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. They'll go play action with Mack. Finds his big tight end. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Russell. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33.
Move.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Russell on play action. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Back to throw, it's Collins. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Kennesaw State right back to work. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Austin Mack, under fire. He's got him this time. Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout on the field, 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing Russell. Touchdown tie. Put 6 on the board. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Turning it on. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air, it's Collins. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Kennesaw State right back to work. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Motion from the back. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. Past the 30. The 10. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Running inside. It's Morgan. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.